All right. So, what about this kind of thing? Right? Can people really accept that it's happening? Right. So, the scale of this crime is so vast that the human mind struggles to grasp its full horror. Because I mean, when you start talking about these kinds of things here, this is really the greatest of all greatest of crimes, and it is the number one. This is the number one worst thing that anybody has ever done. It is wicked, wicked. The wickedness and it's just beyond any kind of thing that anybody could imagine. So people are so conditioned to accept small evils over time, making them blind to the enormity of what has happened, right? And it certainly has happened, right? All these people have died, have been conceived, right? These small babies, right? These wonderful children, the next generation, our own offspring, if you can imagine. So such, what am I saying? I can't even believe the words that are coming. I can't even believe, this is very, very difficult for me to make. I hope you understand. I mean, this is not fun for me. I do these videos out of necessity. Uh, for what? To like, as you know, this is the truth. It has to, somebody has to, talk the truth. And I did not have a very good time telling the truth. A lot of people from my hometown, they absolutely hate me, including my own family. My own family hates me because of me just explaining this. But I mean, it is true. They cannot rebut the arguments made, but they just summarily dismiss it and they say, oh no, you're crazy, and they start with the mental health and all this stuff. Oh, you're a crazy, you're a mental health and all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. But it takes a very, very strong person to be able to stand firm and speak the truth. And I believe that's what, for some reason I've been called to do that. I don't know why, but cognitive dissonance prevents many from confronting the truth. Acknowledging it would mean facing their own complicity, right? So they are complicit in what has happened. So it's the same for my um, this Dr. Dow, Michelle Muddy Dow. She's the greatest mass murderess that Claire has ever seen, and they are complicit in the murder of I don't know how many millions of potential lives are lost. It's truly fantastic. The enormity of this crime. So the language surrounding these acts have been carefully manipulated to obscure reality, making it easier for people to dismiss or justify. There is a natural human resistance to believing that such extreme wickedness could be normalized in a supposedly civilized society, and that's the thing, right? We are supposed to be a just and fair society, and we should uphold the rights to our people. However, this is not the case at all. It's not convenient. Whatever kind of fairy tale story they want to make themselves, it's just not convenient, or it's a woman's right, or whatever kind of idea they want. That's the man's 50% of the man's baby, and 50% of the woman's baby. It's not just a clump of cells or some flawed argument that these suffragettes will make they will make these emotionally charged arguments, to try to justify killing their own babies and all this stuff. But that's not even. I mean, abortion, and yes, that's a terrible loss. A terrible loss. Abortion is a horrible loss. But IUDs and hormonal birth controls, that's even worse. That's even worse. And people just they cannot imagine such a thing, but it is true. So many would rather believe a comforting lie, and that is very, very true. Many would rather believe a comforting lie than endure the emotional and moral weight of the truth. The truth is great, though. It really is great. Hopefully, we can do better. But no matter how deeply buried the truth remains, this is a crime against humanity, and history will not be kind to those who ignore it. So, what about you? What do you think it will take for society to finally wake up? Well, indictments. That's probably the only thing that we could expect. I don't believe it will happen, but it will take a military force. You know, uh, you know. A justice system that will acknowledge basic humanity. The fact that these are small boys and girls that are being killed by these terrible drugs, terrible drugs. It's truly horrifying to imagine this thing. All right. Well, it is. This video is about how the human mind, and a lot of people will not accept this channel. This channel is entirely devoted to. I was going to make a channel and expose this guy, this terrible guy, but it turned out to be so much of a larger issue that I guess I'm going to dedicate the entire channel to this issue here and how Michel Maridel is Clara's greatest mass murderer. It's really horrible. It's really horrible. We'll see you in the next video.